Okay, I think our mics are working. This is our series, mini-series that I'm doing that's called Successful on Purpose. And I invited our Saladmaster dealers that have been in business for many years, been successful in this business. But this actually interview is not really about the Saladmaster. So we are here more on the self-development portion of people, how they can leave their job 9 to 5 comfortable life and become their own self-employed, business people, don't have that ceiling, of your salary. Be the creator of your own life and be in charge of your life. So I think that would be a better definition of what this series is supposed to mean. It's supposed to bring to other people. They can learn something from us, so they can pursue their passion, their goals in their life. And today we are actually coming from Madrid, Spain. We are attending our 3-day, almost 4-day event here, our global summit for Saladmaster. And I invited our dealers here, so I will let them introduce. My name is Annie Edwards. I'm from Chicago. I'm a Saladmaster direct dealer in Chicago area. And I have here 2 fellow dealers from Saladmaster, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
Yeah, thank you. So my name is Michael, and this is my wife, Courtney, and we are senior dealers in Saladmaster, and we are located in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And we've been dealers for now 15 years. Yeah, 15 years. And we've been in the direct selling industry for 25 years. So really my whole adult life. In fact, we got involved with direct sales, I think maybe 6 months after we got married. So that's all we really know as a couple.
As a family, this is all direct sales.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't say that's all we know. We know other things too.
But your main.
That's our main. Yeah, that's been our career. That's been our focus for 25 years. Yep.
Great. So my next question is, obviously, success means different things to different people and different families. So what success is for you and your family?
Sure. So I think it's important to know the definition of success first and foremost. And so the definition of success is really just achieving the goal that you set out to accomplish. And so I think many times, in business and lots of other things, we have this kind of end goal that's never achieved. So like when you hit one level, now you have to hit the next, and then you have to hit the next, and then it seems to never end. And then the metaphorically speaking, the goalposts seem to be moving, right? And so for us, success has really just been about what is the goal that we have set in front of us, and how do we achieve that goal? And so I know for my wife, and I don't want to speak too much for you, but we've actually talked about that in our family. What does success look like to you for our family? And so there's a verse in the Bible that says, I have no greater joy than to know that my children serve the Lord.
Yes.
And so, as our children have gotten older, we've kind of come to this realization or this revelation that, our kids are actually successful. And that makes us successful because of how we've raised them. Now that we have grandkids and we're seeing them do the same things that we did with our kids. And so that's, kind of on this family side. And then on the business side, I think that...
Really quick, I'm gonna interrupt you just because we were able to raise our 4 children within 25 years of being in direct sales. So it is possible to do it as a family. You just have to continue to talk to each other, communication.
Shoot.
Oh, we're there. We're still there.
There we are.
Okay.
we had a technical difficulty.
Yeah.
But
so if you can keep the people away from us.
Yes, the bottom line is that we just had to stay in communication, know what our goals were as a family, and we accomplished it all together.
Yes. And I know 2 of your oldest are right now in your business, working and helping you guys in your business too. So they are, as a babies, they were born into the business, and now as adults, they're also working in this business. So that means a lot. That means that this family thrived, lived, and breathed through this business. So
I like to say it's not always easy, but it is simple. And so, it took a lot of communication, like she said, and a lot of just straightforward with our kids. This is what's going to happen, and you know, we had to put specific plans in place in order to spend time with our kids on the in-between times, because you know, this business can give you a lot of, you can be busy here and busy there, and it seems like you never stop, but then we had to take time and just focus on them as well.
Yeah.
I think that leads also to the next question is, you know, how you keep your life organized and intact while you're doing the business. So daily habits, your routines, or whatever you guys do as a family. Yeah? So once a month, I don't know, a family meeting or something like that. So what do you guys do to keep your life insane, you know, in line and in same, which will help you to get to the end goal, whatever you have your goals set up for your family?
You want to answer that?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so I think just having a consistent daily routine. You know, we try to focus on, you know, first and foremost, our relationship with God. So we try to wake up and have our quiet time, have our, you know, meditation time, our time in the Bible, you know, reading, meditating, whatever we're going to do. And then we try to get to the gym. We try to have our morning time as being kind of our own personal time. And then that 12 or 1 o'clock hits, then you know, we know that that's Saladmaster time.
Yeah.
And then as far as the family goes, you know, we actually homeschooled our kids, so it was very easy to be flexible with our schedules.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big reason why they've kind of decided to join our business, because they saw the entrepreneurial side of things isn't set to a, you know, I have to go to school from
Rigid
7:30
schedule.
to 2:30, and so you know, and not set from like a, you know, September to May you have to be in school and then you get the summer off. But you know, we just take time off when we need it. And
So I think you already mentioned in your answer earlier, but obviously to be successful in any business, you have to be in top-notch shape, mentally, spiritually, physically. You mentioned going to gym, you mentioned Bible studies, keep quiet time and all that stuff. What other things you do to keep yourself in top-notch shape?
well, we eat right. I shouldn't say we always eat right.
we
do
try.
our best.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
We do have our indulgences, but you know, I have a routine every day. I have my vitamin regimen in the morning. I have my aminos that I take. I try to do a cold plunge or a cold shower for 3 to 5 minutes every single morning, which releases what's called a shock protein. You know, something I've taken up this year is I try to fast at least 3 to 3.5 days nonstop for at least once a month. That's something that I've taken up, and you know, we just try to continue to eat right, and
Whatever we can do to really just keep growing. So whether it's through reading or challenging ourselves in any kind of a way, then we definitely add that to our routine, either on a daily or weekly basis.
That's nice. What about self-development tips? What do you guys do to continue to grow, to keep your mind sharp, to keep yourself focused, you know, stuff like that? What do you do for your own self-development?
Yeah, well, honestly, if you listen to motivational videos on YouTube, those are very helpful. Even Saladmaster University is a great tool to just really keep your mind sharp in the business. But on a daily basis, even just communication between you and a partner or you and a loved one, I think is really important because it acts as like a therapy for yourself.
Yes.
If you don't kind of cleanse what's going on in the inside of you, it's hard to give to other people when you haven't been poured into yourself.
And I know for me, one of the things I've done, and I really picked this up probably about 6 or 7 years ago, I kind of did a self-evaluation. One of the things that I would teach a lot of the people in my organization was, you know, you're the sum of the 5 people you spend your time with.
Yes.
And so I did this little exercise with them where I said, okay, I want you to take the 5 people you spend the most time with, and I want you to write down what their income is, and then average their income, and I can almost bet that you've never made more than that. And every time I've done it, it's come out where they're, wow, how did you do that? That's magic.
That's kind of scary, isn't
it
it, for
is.
some people?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so I had been teaching this for a couple of years, and I kind of did a self-evaluation because I was trying to hit, you know, that exclusive guest master dealer level in Saladmaster, and I realized that I wasn't taking my own advice. And so I did that evaluation of myself, and I realized that all of the people, the peers and the dealers that I was spending time with in the business were people that were always complaining, that were had never achieved that goal.
Yeah.
So I made a specific point at the very next meeting that I went to. I went around to all the master dealers that I had
Access to.
Yeah, and so I took a picture of them. I made sure I had their phone number, and I just asked, "Can I make a 5-minute phone call to you once a month?"
Yeah.
And believe it or not, we hit exclusive guests that year. But I took that picture and I made like a collage, and I don't know, maybe you made it.
Yeah, we both did.
Made this
Nice.
collage of this picture, and I put it up
Yeah.
right inside my office door. So every time I walked out of my office, it reminded me that I needed to focus on the people that I was spending my time with, so that I didn't get polluted.
Yeah.
And,
So
get
that's
bigger.
your personal board on the wall in your office
Right.
where you look and see every day.
Yeah, we actually do that every New Year.
Every New Year as a family.
We come together around our dining room table with about 20 different magazines, if not more, and
just-
we all just create a vision board with each other, and we all have a family vision statement, our own statements for ourselves within our vision board. And it just so happens that in January this year, Michael made his 2024 vision board, and he put Morocco on it. And we had no intention of going to Morocco whatsoever, but we just knew it was in the vision somewhere. And now that we're at the GLS here in Madrid, Spain, we are actually flying to
next
Morocco
door.
tomorrow.
Nice.
yeah.
So you see, things sometimes we don't even think about it,
Right.
but it's somehow certain things work out certain way, and we may call it, by accident or by luck, but it's not really luck or accident. It's actually something that you envision. You put yourself up in that level, and it happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a really big advocate when it comes to speaking something out of your mouth, because you have creative power in your words, and your brain literally will hear you with whatever is coming out of your mouth, whether it's positive or negative. So if you have positive coming out of your mouth, your brain reacts to that and can create and manifest whatever you're speaking
Whatever
out.
you're speaking.
Yeah.
That's such a, and I think older I get, also I try to hold. Sometimes I hear myself. I'm like, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Don't say it.
Yeah.
So I know you guys are passionate about your business. I know you guys are passionate about your family, but there might be some other passions that not everybody knows. You guys may have some secret passions. What's your secret passion that not everybody knows? Your friends or somebody else, in the business.
Well, I do have to say this, like, we are in a business where we help people, and so I think that's the thing that I think a lot of times gets missed in what we do, because that really is our hardest to help people. So outside of Saladmaster, my wife and I also run a missions organization where we do a lot of traveling and helping do humanitarian work and things like that. So that's one of our passions, whether we're doing a feeding program in Belize, or we went to Ukraine and helped with food and supplies after the war a couple years ago. So that's one of our biggest passions. And my wife is a writer. She has a book coming out here in pretty soon. So
Yeah, very, very soon. In a couple of months, it should be done.
What topic? I'm not going to ask for title, but
Yeah.
what's the topic?
Well, I have a passion for children's books.
So
yeah,
it's going to be a children's
it
book.
is.
Nice.
It is, and these are children's books based on faith or
Faith-based.
purpose. Yes,
Nice,
yeah, they're
nice.
faith-based.
I think we do really need those kind of
Yeah,
books. And right now, the kids, especially kids and young adults, right now bombarded with messages from all over.
Oh,
every
yeah.
second and minute, they have hard time finding that right. Direction, the right words, the right books, or whatever, the right content,
Right.
even online, which is so important. And I think people like you and Mike that really put what we now the series is called Successful on Purpose. Every step that you guys make is on purpose.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
you're trying to create something good. You're trying to create some legacy, something to give to others. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So my next question is, your 3 truths about you guys that made you who you are today. So not may everybody know about it, but something you feel like it's true to you guys that made you who you are today. 3.
Well, I think for me, it's number one is I love to a fault, and tend to pour myself out to people so much that sometimes it actually comes to hurt me. And so I've had to learn how to love to a fault, be empathetic instead of sympathetic, because when you're empathetic, you can understand the problem,
Yes.
but you don't join that problem. And so I've had to learn how to kind of combine those two things. So that's one for me. Another one is I'm a hard worker. I'm very I wouldn't say I'm very disciplined. I do have my moments, but I'm a very hard worker.
You've become more disciplined as the years have gone on.
I work hard and I like to play hard. And so, and then I think the third thing would be that I am a very forgiving person. And, you know, if I've been hurt, I'm more than willing to forgive as soon as someone, you know, wants to have that relationship mended. And so I do
You
that.
don't hold the grudge.
I don't, yeah. My
Yeah.
dad told me a long time ago, don't burn a bridge because you don't know when you'll need it again.
Exactly.
And so, you know, I had to learn in that, and I know it's a longer answer, but I had to learn within that that there are some bridges that you do need to burn, so that way you don't go back across them, whether it's a business idea or something to that nature. So those are the three for me.
Yeah. Courtney?
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, I would say God is a huge part of who we are today. If we haven't been reliant on Him our entire marriage, our entire relationship, growing our family, our businesses, I think we'd be in a totally different place, to be honest with you. So that's a huge one for me. Plus, if we're speaking merely on business, focusing on Saladmaster itself, has made us who we are today through mentors in Saladmaster. There's plenty of people that I could mention right now who are no longer in the business, but were in the business when we first got in. And so always having a mentor in business or even in family to combine it, I think is very important. Always having somebody that can either be at your level or just a step above is really important because it helps you grow and into the person that you are.
That's great. So I think that's it. I don't want to take everybody's time. We're all super busy. We've been 3 days nonstop of work and meetings and all kinds of cool stuff we have done so far. So at the closing, I just want to ask you guys if you can send a message to whoever is watching this video. Maybe they may be going through down times, hard times, you know, maybe it's not their best season that's going on right now. What would you tell them, like a word of encouragement to keep going?
You got to get this one.
So I think the number one thing that I always say to people when they're going through a rough time, my son just had a canceled sale right before we got here, and it was his first sale that had been canceled, and so he sounded like he was really down in the dumps, and I said, listen, there's only two things you can control, your attitude and your activity. And so if you can control your activity, your attitude will be good, because if you're doing the right activity, then your attitude automatically goes good.
Yeah.
But if you're doing the wrong activity or no activity, your attitude will go down, and vice versa. So,
or go back to your room and lock yourself up. Yeah.
So attitude and activity, if you can control those two things, you'll have all the success you need.
That's great.
Yeah.
Courtney, anything else?
No, I think he hit the nail on the head.
Great.
Yeah.
So thank you very much again. I really want to thank my guests that agreed to do this short interview with me. I hope it was helpful and somebody will take their nuggets out of this interview and use in their personal life, in their personal maybe going as a business owner and so on. So thank you very much again. We say hi from Madrid, Spain, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for having us.